Hello everyone, this is Akuchi back with some more Dominion. I'm going to be playing my second league match of the season against Lemonspawn. I sure hope it goes better than the last one. Alright. Lemonspawn, the new business manager of Shuffle It, the company responsible for Dominion.games. Okay. So the only trashing is Bishop. Huh. We might get a Bishop later, but it's always going to give value to the opponent. Definitely want to play with Witch and Acting Troupe. The post-action situation is a little tricky. We do have Contract as well. And Plateau Shepherds, that works pretty nicely with Courtyard. Okay. We want to build because we have colonies and platinums. I mean, we have Bishop too, so I think we're going to open Courtyard Silver. Okay, this is not ideal. So next turn we will hit 5 next turn. Yeah, so long as we see Courtyard, but we'll trigger a shuffle. Now, if we get a silver, we might be able to get 2 witches in a row, which is pretty good. We get an acting troupe, our next shuffle is going to be pretty bad. However, we do have the terminal space for it. I'm not in a hurry to get more. Oh, this is actually ideal. All right, so we got our acting troupe. We have 4 coins. We could get yet another acting troupe. I'm wondering if we want to get yeah. I say we do it. So this is bad. I don't mind more acting troops because we can always play them as otter. I really don't want another silver if I can avoid it. Yeah, our opponent's turn 2 and they got to curse me, but it was after I shuffled, so kind of sort of even there. Okay. Ooh, nice. So we have 5. We can get another witch, and we probably should. Whoa! Our opponent just cheated. They're not supposed to be able to do that. So using bishop to trash curse is net 2 VP, which is pretty good. Our opponent can potentially get the benefit from the trash, of course. Jeez, this is so bad. What did we do to deserve this? Alright, well at least that happened. Probably want contract. I don't think skirmisher is all that good. Hmm. So we lost the curse split, right? Plateau Shepherds gives us 2 VP. So we lost the curse split 6-4, incredibly. All right. Do we care about arena? We can already afford a 5 cost here. Curses are gone. I think I'm pretty happy to do this. Now this is not, I'm not happy about this. Probably get another acting troupe. That's pretty unlucky. I thought that was unlucky. No, this is unlucky. All of our freaking terminal, 2 hands in a row with no action cards. That's what I call unlucky. Charm. Charm is plus buy. We kind of need plus buy. I think it's the only plus buy. Hmm. The acting troope's empty, and then the pile situation. The piles are pretty low. Why does our opponent always have a curse in hand to trash? That's my question. Slamming Courtyard could be pretty good. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going, I think. So gain a card. Or do we do plus buy in coins? I kind of like getting Courtyard Contract. I think I just want to slam Courtyards, probably. We need a better turn than this. We need a better turn than this. No, we could have wished for a better turn than this. Now we're running low on villagers. Arena points are gone. That's annoying. Okay. I'm happy to take a province, I think. Our opponent has one charm. We can potentially win next turn. If we take this courtyard and our opponent gives us the opportunity. To take the last two courtyards. What's the play? In terms of favors, I think our opponent doesn't get VP from courtyard, so I think it's safe for me to take this courtyard. Otherwise, we should just maximize points, you know? Ooh, that's going to be tough to overcome. Our opponent did see their charm there, their one and only charm. So at least we have that going on. Hmm. I do not win the game this turn. I think our best bet is to get Duchy. It's not good by any means, but it is our best bet. This will be a nasty attack if we get it. Oh, that's the end of the game. Oh, they got around to their charm. That's pretty unexpected. Huh. Well, we lost the curse split and we lost the game. That was pretty close, though. We almost came back. We just couldn't overcome that curse split. I think the bishop was correct. The timing was correct. I think that was all fine. We just had too many bottom deck cards. Problem here. The problem is draw. Wonder if this is like a research thing. Trashing coppers isn't convenient. But there are ways to do it. Research and raise. I'm almost certain I want to play with research. I don't think procession is going to do much. You can process duplicate. That's like a terminal action that gains a 5 cost action. Wow. That seems like optimal from our opponent. So what is our goal? Stack of loot, maybe, with our Madman turn? And if we don't get that, Guildmaster's fine. What does Corsair does? Corsair do? Nothing. Okay. Well, that's just ridiculous, what our opponent just got there. That's just absolutely ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. No, that's unlucky. Our opponent's luck could not have been better, but we're still in the game. How did that even happen? Can somebody explain that to me? I guess they had a sheepdog from the previous turn. This is such a fun game. This is so fair and balanced. What a fun, fair, and balanced game. Yeah, I don't think I need the Hermit anymore. Well, the Hermit's kind of good, isn't it? Because the Hermit can gain stuff. That activates sheepdog. Maybe that isn't necessary. Oh. Oh yeah. Forgot about city-state. It's not very good, but why is our opponent getting all those raises? What does that do? Alright. Where do we go from here? City-state on research could be good. I think it's good to have the flexibility to be able to play city-state. I think I'm pretty happy with 2 sack of loots. I guess maybe I should get a third. Nah, I think 2 is fine. Yeah, let's do the contract thing. I see the value of contract. It would be nice to thin these coppers as well. Yeah, maybe this turn we thin copper. I have 3 sheepdogs, so yeah. I'm gonna trash this raise because I want to get a research into play. Which will help out our next turn. They had a madman. Interesting. Oh, they didn't get to play research. Huh. Looks at a procession. Wow. That was a big turn. We should maximize VP. I know that. I don't know if Lemonspawn knows that. If only they had their research. Whoa, that's crazy. That's running so scared. That's crazy scared. Oh, we could just mule it. Yeah, let's just mule it. That was an unfortunately good turn from our opponent. Oh, they can just play that now. That probably wins them the game. Well, we've certainly been playing from behind. Unfortunately, we revealed our trick to our opponent. Just keep going for duchies. That is wild. Okay. We have another sheepdog, I'm pretty sure. We don't? We have a grand total of 2 sheepdog? Oh, no. We set aside a bunch of stuff. Duh. Okay. Hmm. Alright, so our opponent definitely wins if we take 2 duchies. They probably win regardless, but, you know. We gotta at least try. They did it. They got their procession. Big old turn. Why would you gain raise? The fight to survive. Lemonspawn decided they had enough, I guess. Alright, on to game 3. We've got Chapel. Merchant Guild is probably the payload. We have Archive for draw. We also have Hunting Grounds, but probably only if Bustling Village gets revealed. And maybe we play with one Hunting Ground. You know, Toil could be worth it to play Merchant Guilds. Normally it's not, but you get enough Merchant Guilds in play, that definitely pays for itself. Archive's not great when you're trashed down with Chapel. Not particularly great. Well, this sucks a lot. A whole lot. Alright, what's the play here? We still have 3 estates left, so I think it's Crossroads. Well, at least our Chapel didn't miss the shuffle. We got that going on. Crossroads replaces itself, which is fine. Is Wheelwright going to be any good? I don't think so. So our opponent just missed their Chapel. That's not a bad if you miss your Chapel to get those 2 cards, though. Alright, we still have... Ooh. Yeah. We need another patron. We have a coin. Oh, because of Crossroads. That's cool. So we could buy a patron here. I kind of like it. Or could trash the extra copper, get a patron. That looks good. And go for merchant guilds and stuff. We just have kind of a clean deck, you know? Alright, now what? Probably we want... We could take Innkeeper. I don't love that. Settlers doesn't seem very good. But it is the cheapest thing we can buy usefully. Hmm. It's bad if we don't see Crossroads, but it's not the end of the world. I think I'm going to get Merchant Guild Settlers, and then next turn we get the Hunting Grounds. Wheelwrights can discard Chapel to gain Settlers, but doesn't seem very good. So Settlers actually just kind of costs us a coin overall. So I don't love that. Yeah. Okay, we only found one Merchant Guild, but better than our Crossroads missing. Yeah, I think Toil, definitely worthwhile. Opponent's going all in on these Crossroads, which is interesting. Okay, so once again we can do Hunting Grounds, Merchant Guild. Seems like the thing to do. Ooh, there's a trick we can pull next turn. We could buy some coppers now, because we can trash them with Chapel. They're worth 3 coffers each copper. Hmm. Okay. There is some, like, gain and play toil potential, though, with the second hunting grounds. Um, I'm not going to worry about that gain and play just yet. Yeah, Innkeeper will be pretty good going forward. Our opponent has done it. They are trashed. I wonder what that last card is. Okay. Do we want to do the gain and play thing? I think it's not worth it this turn. Um, all right, do we toil this guy? We would then have 20. 20 seems like a good number to me. So, yeah, step one, we empty merchant guilds. Yeah, I guess wheelwright's pretty good. There's no other plus buy, right? It's just merchant guild. I mean, I see that there's wheelwright. definitely want to avoid our opponent getting a sneaky pileout on us. Huh, okay. Oh, well that's unlucky. Definitely unlucky. I like keeping our villagers. So let's do that. Pretty sure our opponent can end the game. I'll feel really dumb if I do lose, considering how ahead I am. Ball. Oh, okay. We can just win the game now. Can't we? Okay, just making sure. Cost-wise, it's all good. We have... What do we need? 18, 20, 38? Yeah, okay. We need just slightly more than that. Wait a moment. Hold on. We might... Are we actually there? Okay, let's make sure we're here. We need 8 buys. So... We play this merchant guild. We're up to 4 buys. So we need to play 4 more merchant guilds. Each one costs 1 on net to play. So that's these coppers. So then we have 42 money. Or 43 money. Okay. That's there. Alright, now we're good. Oh, we can also ball. I forgot about that. That's even cheaper. Oh, that's funny. -1 coin token was relevant with the coffers, but I could have gotten a province otherwise. Oh well. It's really hard to like get a mega turn, a full like mega turn with merchant guilds. Good thing, yeah, it doesn't actually matter. Okay. We have Magpie. Colonnade. Cargo ship. Or craftsman. Cargo ship seems better. Hunting lodge is fine. It's fine. Our opponent has the 5-2, which is probably good for us. Druid is the plus buy, it looks like. So it's not useless. Not in a rush to get it, though. I'm not enthusiastic about buying Magpie on a turn where we haven't played Magpie. Maybe next turn. Oh yeah, trashing. Should we get a temple? Oh my god! The golden sombrero. Well, well. What a world. Okay, so next turn we do have Temple. So we should probably get Hunting Lodge. Gonna want a Druid as well. Probably want some Colonnade points. Definitely gonna need a Druid at some point. Moon's Gift Druid. The power. The powerhouse. Oh yeah. That's another way to get extra gains, but we're gonna take this opportunity to get the Druid, I'm pretty sure. Wow, just get all the magpies, sure. Thankfully there's no TFB in the kingdom, so it's not like magpies are super valuable. But they are still good, and we didn't get them. Bandit. It seems kind of greedy, doesn't it? Hmm. We have no more estates down there. So if we don't chuck, we are guaranteed to hit 5. I didn't think we had estates down there. I was wrong. Craftsman does seem pretty good. Opponent's in really good shape. Why is their deck so good? This card's 5 copper. Wow. Hmm. Oh, they're just stopping here. Hmm. I mean, our turn will almost certainly be better. It's just not really ideal. Really. Really. Sucks. This is awful. Wow. That was awful. I don't know. That was really bad. If our opponent doesn't grab all the remaining colonnade points, we will grab the remainder. Well, at least 2, you know? Hmm. Interesting. Well, this sucks. I mean, we can play all these cards, I guess. This is so bad. Our draws are terrible. This is so bad. Just not working out at all. I know this is a bunch of bad cards. I know that. Believe me, I know it. Hmm. It's so bad. My draws are atrocious. Just absolutely atrocious. Like drawing a temple there. Like why? Why draw a temple? Just give me literally anything else. Ugh. Oh, Druid would have been bad too, but having a temple in this hand, hey, maybe we get to like, yeah, we get to trash with temple and then chuck with hunting lodge. That's what I've been wanting to do the whole freaking game. It's turn 12. I haven't done anything. Whatever, man. It's so bad. It's just so bad. My deck is so bad. I feel like with better draws, this deck is comes online like 4 turns ago. Maybe that's unrealistic, but I feel like I've been getting almost the worst draws possible. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. I don't think we need another hunting lodge. This could be journeyman time. Okay. Okay. You know what? We're okay. Is there even a 4-cost card we want, though? Not really. And now the question is, do we want to trash that Crossroads? So my thinking here is we get Hunting Lodge, and then we plan to gain... Maybe we should get Journeyman, and then plan to gain Bandit. We're a little low on actions at that point, but we did just play the cargo ship. I think it's all doable. Especially if we keep the 2 Crossroads. I really don't need these 2 Crossroads. That was really good for our opponent. All right, Temple VP. We should probably grab that. If our opponent doesn't grab it, we'll grab it. Maybe that was a reason not to play the Temple. It makes it too attractive a target for Lemonspawn. Opponent does have like another Temple. So if they play that, it's even stronger. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Just can't. Just can't catch a break. Miles are low, but there aren't a lot of gains. Opponent has not trashed a temple. Wow. Unlucky, question mark? They still managed to draw their deck, so not really unlucky. So our opponent wins the Hunting Lodge split, for whatever that's worth. I mean, they have to have another estate, right? It's in the discard somehow. Not entirely sure how. I admit I'm confused. The VP suggests that our opponent has 2 estates, but they only had 1 in hand. Oh, what happened here? Things have happened. Yeah. That's like obnoxious. That's very obnoxious, Lemonspawn. Okay. Don't have any green right now. Hmm. Okay, what do we do with this craftsman now? We used all our magpies up. We have like nothing but copper down there. And a journeyman. We haven't played cargo ship this turn, so we have a cargo ship down there as well. So just have one copper down there, I think. We don't have terminal actions. I think we'll use craftsman to gain a journeyman. I think that makes sense. We can't win if we build. So our opponent has more hunting lodges. We have to green. Which is annoying. It's definitely annoying. I think craftsman should probably gain duchy now. Oh, does our opponent legit have two druids? They do. That's potentially concerning. I mean, they're just ahead in all ways right now. There is no way in which they are not ahead. They're just always taking the temple VP. Maybe that's correct. I'm not sure why you would do that at this stage of the turn, though. Seems kind of odd. That might be all of our copper. Hmm. Yeah, I think Craftsman gaining Duchy is correct. And then maybe we don't play Temple this turn. So I can buy a second Crossroads, although that carry, no, that's fine. I've never had a, I don't think I've played a game where like the Temple VP has been so central. I don't think this was the only way for our opponent to turn their position into a win, but it certainly was a good way. I'm just so far behind on VP. The good news is, oh, Craftsman or Crossroads seems weird. The good news is green cards are quite, like, bearable. Due to Crossroads. Our opponent trash across another Crossroads? No. So they have 5 Crossroads? No, they have 3 Crossroads, yeah. Why do they want a third Crossroads this turn? That's a strange gain. Unless they're going to win the game this turn. Oh, they can win the game this turn. Yeah. That makes sense. There were 2 empty piles. I didn't realize that. They have it so long as they just play some money. That's fine. This game was unlikely to be a win for us. I needed the second crossroads to have a chance. Oh. Wow. Well, that gives us a chance, huh? I guess our opponent didn't see their golds. Okay. So what got discarded? A copper. Okay. Let's go Journeyman Gold. Hmm. Oh, that's unlucky. Wow. And that's it for a Journeyman. Hmm. That could be it. Wow. I think I have multiple hunting lodges, though. Yeah. Okay. Uh, that now I'm out of hunting lodges. I don't know what that last card is. The last card's a magpie? Okay. So we want to keep that on top. So do we care about playing the druid? Hmm. I think I'd rather play a bandit, honestly. Because if we play the druid, I mean, this we definitely want to do. And then we only have... Oh. We only have 11 VP. So, province estate. Opponent's definitely in the winning position here. We can't get that temple unless... Oh, what if we played temple? And then use craftsman to gain the temple? Um... Let's see. We did that. We'd have exactly even VP. Then our opponent could try to win through temples, but... I mean, just playing a single temple and emptying Crossroads is a win for our opponent. I think we need to buy the estate. It gets us one extra VP. Granted, there's one extra VP on the temple pile for our opponent, but I don't think our opponent necessarily wins that way. I think we just try to maximize VP. I was wrong about what was on top of our deck. Top of the deck. I don't know. Okay. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, can we win? Not really. Hmm. Maybe we can make this work. Alright, we're like low on actions though. Okay. Don't have much in the way of buys. That's got to be correct while we have it, right? It's not necessarily correct to get the temple. If there was a way to win, I missed it. All right, so what's our VP situation or our money situation? I'm looking at 15. So that is enough to get province, duchy, temple. Seems worth it. Yeah, our deck will probably fall apart now. Our opponent's likely to have a good turn. We trashed one of their golds. That's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot about ritual. Could have bought a ritual. That's like 4 VP or something. Potentially more in the future. Something to keep in mind. Ooh. Losing the hunting lodge hurts. Wow. I thought our opponent trashed a curse, no? I misunderstand. A crossroads could let us have a good turn. That's probably it. I mean, hunting lodge could save our turn, maybe, but crossroads would definitely be good. Imagine Magpie draws crossroads and reveals gold. Put that in hand. Crossroads draws 2 cards. Journeyman draws 3 more. Could be off to the races. Oh, that's a full draw. Gotta be Temple, right? You take a pretty big VP lead. I guess it could be Ritual. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for me to win. Oh, yeah, we can't Ritual here. I mean, is this even good? It's not clear to me. You know what we could do? We could play Journeyman. To try to get enough points to buy a Ritual. That's kind of weird, but... Or to get enough money. Having a Hunting Lodge in our starting hand next turn... Like, are we going to have a next turn? All our opponent needs to do is gain 2 temples. But if we have a next turn, we could win. Discarding 2 cards for our opponent probably doesn't accomplish anything. Hmm. Like, we can't get enough VP from a ritual to take the lead. So we might as well just hope we have a good next turn. Yeah, they just need Craftsman or Druid. Really. They might just have the win right now. Looks like we would have probably gotten the copper last time around, but I like this double Hunting Lodge hand. Our opponent just needs some money. That's all they need. Ah. That's probably game, right? There it is. Super game. Okay. Well, we didn't have a dud there. We have a chance. More Chapel. Litter is plus actions. Lots of draw. Bridge Megaturn is a possibility, but Litter is the only plus actions. Something to keep in mind. Alright. We don't have the opportunity to go Chapel Cavalry. What's our play? There's not much that can activate Conspirator. So I think Bridge has got to be better. The alternative I'm considering is Chapel City Gate. Also Chapel Silver. Silver's pretty good because upgrades in the kingdom. I like Chapel City Gate. We're first player. Let's be cautious. Oh, great. Okay, we can get an upgrade of our own. So that's not bad. Okay. Alright, so we have our silver. Do we want to trash down to 5 or 6 cards in deck? Probably 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we trashed 2 here. Did our opponent Somehow missed their chapel? That's unlucky. They might still win, though. Oh, right, of course. We have City Gate. There's nothing to fear for trashing down to 6. Alright, so, question. Should we just get a litter? Vassal's kind of good. I think I like that. Piazza. Yeah, that's a good combo. Yeah, this is fine. Don't forget about cavalry. Here we should probably just upgrade Vassal into Bridge, right? We can upgrade copper to silver. Or Vassal. But probably silver. Mm-hmm. Alright, don't forget cavalry. Womp womp. It's fine. And then we could go silver to cavalry or something like that. Don't think that's any good. And we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to want to try to get as many bridges as we can. I wonder if our opponent will try to deny bridges. Oh, yeah. So our opponent wins the bridge split. Unexpected. That is unfortunate. Huh. Where does that leave us? Yeah, our opponent can just take litter and 3 bridges. Why wouldn't they? They don't have the ability to play those 3 bridges, I guess, so. But that forces me to try to take all the litters. It's a bit of a mess. I mean, I would definitely take litter and 3 bridges. Doesn't even seem like a close thing. Now I'm potentially in a position where I can set up for a duchy win. But we need like some empty piles there. I mean, yeah, that's obvious. And the 3rd bridge seems obvious to me, but you do you. Litter will make your next turn better. Maybe you feel like you need to do that. can understand taking litter. So our opponent, we're not a turn, like our opponent's caught up in a little bit. Whoa! Am I missing something? Is there a win here? Does our opponent think there's a win here? That's got me all kinds of confused, I'm not gonna lie. That duchy pie is mind-boggling. Our opponent has 5 bridges, the capability to play 4, I think. They have an upgrade. Is there some, like, cavalry shenanigans that I'm not seeing? Now, I can definitely do some gain and play stuff with cavalry. No doubt about that. I think it goes litter. And then we play 3 bridges. Then we buy, like, litter. Cavalry or something. Then we play the litter. We can play the cavalry. There's definitely a goal to play another bridge. I'm so thrown off by that duchy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very confused. Oh, there's a cavalry autopile. Ah, it all makes sense now. So there's a cavalry autopile. Okay. Good to know. It all makes sense now. So if we can we get 7 duchies? I don't see how. Every buy we make gets us like 1 extra gain. So we have ultimately 5 gains. Our opponent also has 5 gains. So we don't want to touch duchies, I think. But we can touch province. So the only question I have is, does it make sense to get a cavalry. Okay, so if we were to right now buy litter, and that's dangerous getting an extra litter, because that's almost free to our opponent. But litter's pretty important. It makes our next turns better. So our opponent is capable of playing 4 bridges, which is 5 buys. So we can offer a tie if we get all this stuff and then a province. Potentially. And the thinking there is, can we even do it? So if we play the silver, we go down to, or we go to 6. We buy litter, cavalry. We're down to 3. We have to play litter. Then we can play cavalry. Upgrade copper into bridge. Play 2 bridges. We're up to 6 coins, but down to 4 coins. Yeah, I think that all works. Alright, let's just do it. Oh, we can also like buy a conspirator. Or 2. That seems ideal. 2? Yeah, 2. Okay. Okay. Litter. Cavalry. Or no, we don't want that. Yeah, we don't want that at all. That comes later. Alright. Upgrade. Bridge. Conspirator. Bridge. And now we can buy cavalry. Okay. Or play cavalry. I think that's correct. So the only question left is, can we buy that duchy safely? I think we concluded our opponent had 5 buys, so I think we can. I think we can go province, duchy, conspirator. We can't do that, but whatever. I think this works. Oh, our opponent can get litters, which will let them play the additional bridge. Does that change the equation at all? They have 5 bridges, so certainly they could empty duchies if they got all that into play cost neutrally. But a litter will cost a buy and only give them a buy. So I don't think it works. They have an upgrade. What am I doing? They have an upgrade, so I either lose or offer to tie. I think I've lost. I think our opponent can win on duchies now. All they have to do is buy litter, buy cavalry, get all their bridges in play. They need to upgrade into cavalry, litter, or duchy. Can they do that? Maybe they can't. Was their litter like bottom decked? They have a silver, so they can upgrade into cavalry. I think they're in the game if they do that. I think they just need to upgrade silver into cavalry and they win. Conspirator? Into litter might also win. If they have a conspirator. Did I buy 2? No, yeah, they only have 1 conspirator, so. They could also go bridge into duchy, I think. But then they might not have enough money to empty duchies. I mean, it looks like they do. And they still have a silver to play. That's assuming they drew the litter and not the silver. They drew the litter and not the silver. I think there's a win, regardless. Because if they drew the litter, not the silver, then they go... Oh, that looks wrong. That looks losing. Oh, I have the silver. They don't have a silver. Oh, yeah, maybe they don't have a win. Wait, no, hold on. Bridge into litter, that should win, right? Bridge into litter wins. Litter cavalry. But that's not enough. Oh, maybe it is. It's enough for a tie. Yeah, there was a win there. Oh no, that's enough for a win. Wow. Okay, so it didn't matter that I lowered duchy. They had the win regardless. So if I don't lower litter, Lemonspawn thinks I had a win, which is probably what? With 7 duchies? I ended up wasting, you might say, 2 buys. Right? Just the conspirators. Oh, but then I didn't play the last bridge. Hmm. There are 5 litters in the pile at the start of my turn. Hmm. I think I lost it. I think I passed up a win. Hmm. Opponent gets Silk Merchant here, which is usually good. But I assume we want to open Sentinel. This could be a Sentinel skip kingdom. So I see a lot of viable openings here. One that I'm looking at is Sinister Plot, Sentinel. That's a slow opening. Another is Rich Mill, Sentinel, or Silk Merchant, Rich Mill. Silk Merchant Sentinel is fine. It just doesn't fill me with joy. We want wharves. That much is clear. That much is clear. Screw it. Let's try to get these wharves. I mean, it could be we don't even play with Sentinel and we just play with Monastery. It's a good Monastery kingdom. Dungeon sure looks good. We just want to draw a copper. Silver would be great, but copper is fine. 2 copper is fine too. Just make sure we draw at least to hit 4. Okay, we did it. What do we want with 4? Silk Merchant seems good. Blessed Village also seems good. And what do we drew? I think a mill there. So we do have a silver here. It would be nice. It would be, I mean, Tools is good. Tools is definitely good. So what if we just got... We have the dungeon to set up our next turn. Tools are definitely good. No doubt about that. We have 2 terminal actions we want to play. We got that Blessed Village somewhere in the mix. It'd be nice to have a Silk Merchant, not gonna lie. Sentinel seems like all the trashing we need. I'm not enthusiastic about Monastery. I could get a Haven. This was good. This was good. Yeah, Mill sets up the discard. It's a very good Sentinel Kingdom. Alright, our opponent's in good shape. I think they haven't trashed as much as we have, but they're in good shape. Maybe they have. I don't know. What did we discard? 2 copper. So Sentinel seems good here. Okay. What if we got tools number 2? Tools number 2 looks pretty good to me. The only downside that I see is no villager, but it should be fine. We keep on thinning. We have duration draw. We have sifters in the form of mill and dungeon. We should be fine. We'd have to be very unlucky to not be fine. It's a good tools kingdom. Okay. We can discard. Don't think that's a bad idea. Okay. So getting another wharf seems correct. Then we could get... Well, actually... Whatever, I don't care about that. Getting another mill seems good to me. Should we get, like, another tools? That seems greedy. You know what we could do? So we could get the Blessed Village, of course. I was thinking about gold. But mill just seems better. Mill just seems better. Our opponent got... I'm a little confused. They had 2 wharves and a dungeon in duration, I think. So they're clean. Our opponent's going ham on the tools. Which is fine, I guess. Oh, this is cool. So we could trash our Sentinel if we didn't want it. But I think it's probably better to trash 2 copper. We have the actions, so we might as well. Nah, that was dumb. Whatever. I don't know that we need that money. We could use it to get another dungeon. Definitely better than nothing. I guess our opponent could conceivably empty the mills, but they're not. That seemed like a kind of a bad turn. Interesting. Oh, right, we didn't have a dungeon in play there. Huh? We have two wharves down there. Huh? Wait, can we just win the game here? No, but we're pretty darn close. Hmm. Our opponent's definitely threatening to win. I don't think I need Blessed Village. Oh, if we had discarded like tools, maybe we would have had a chance. Lowering mill definitely makes it easier for our opponent to win. Something to keep in mind. So he probably will end up getting a Blessed Village here. Alright, what can our opponent do? They can use 4 tools to gain those 4 cards. And then they can probably buy Mill Province. That would lose them the game. Is it possible? At all possible? I just don't want to take chances, you know? I just don't want to take chances. We should be able to win next turn. We have a very high chance of winning next turn. As long as we don't lose this turn, we're good. Our tools gain tools. We just need to buy double mill and however many points we need to win. Seems really straightforward. That's bold. I'm not convinced our opponent's deck is under control. It's not. Well, we get 2 wins. We definitely have dropped a lot of winnable games this season. Wait, what? Oh, they had an extra... The Villager from Silk Merchant coming in clutch. Alright, now they're out. Now they're out. That's certainly good. Okay. All we need is a turn. Receive boon. Alright, so 2-4. We got a lot of work to make up. 3 more matches left in the season. Till the next one.